Yeah, big surprise, right? Like, that's still going on. We're just on a side quest right now here in America. What's up, Em? What's up, Al? Oh. Is it the classic can't? Yep. Cool.
Huh?
Alex, microphone, just every time he jumps on for the first time every day, it just doesn't work.
Oh.
That's what that face is right there. It's the
There we
continued habitual
annoyance.
Yeah. Wait.
Yep.
Hey, I could hear you say that.
Yep, it's working.
You're just very distant.
I am distant.
Yeah. Like, be quiet. Sound off. No more Legend of Zelda stuff. And Duff has been here since before I logged in, but I have gotten no notification of him being alive. So he might have just logged in and went to go poop or something.
Alrighty.
What you drinking?
Me?
Yep.
Knob Creek.
Now can you hear me?
Nice. Yep, we can hear you.
All right.
Coming in loud and clear. I do so appreciate Knob Creek.
It's solid.
Yep.
I find bourbon mostly unremarkable, but Knob Creek is something that it is both palatable and relatively affordable.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Alec, single malt Scotch is my go-to, but it is expensive
Yes.
and not exactly a summer beverage.
Also, yes.
So I don't really take any whiskey as a summer beverage, but
There's a warming thing about it.
Yeah.
I do love me a good couple fingers of Lafroig. That's like,
Oh yeah, there you go.
I love that smoke. People are like, oh, it's like drinking a campfire. And I'm like, good.
It's great.
I love drinking campfires.
When Isaac, Alec, and Emily and I went up to my cabin, we got Lafroig 18.
I like that one.
Yep.
It's weird because like it's less smoky.
Yeah, that's actually very true. The older Lafroig gets, it seems like the more it mellows out.
Mm-hmm. Which is wonderful. It's a wonderful Scotch. I just was taken aback. I kind of expected, like, for some reason, to think that it would concentrate more.
Yeah.
But I can see how something like smoke would get leached out into the barrel and replaced with the vanillin over time.
Definitely.
Hello, Eric.
Howdy, boys and gal.
There he is. We have a SIBO.
Now we just need a Mr. Babcock.
You know, he is the only one who isn't here and also didn't respond about starting at 7:30, so it would not surprise me if he won't be here till 8 or he forgot.
I don't think he
forgot.
Remember, he has like a therapist appointment before this. I don't know if that's weekly or not.
Yeah, I guess
that's
we don't know.
That's not weekly.
Okay.
Unless that just changed. But last week was like, because he had to reschedule.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Give him a few minutes, and then someone should probably call him like a boomer.
He just logged into Roll20.
Okay, cool.
That's what it's called, Roll20. I couldn't remember.
Is there background music to Roll20?
Yep.
Yeah, I
right
put
now
background
there is.
music on.
Nice. It's like when you...
Just something nice and friendly
I will unmute.
for everyone to walk into.
Excuse me. That was nice and friendly.
It's probably better for Isaac's mental health that he just stays on Roll20 anyway. Probably interfaces with us that way for the rest of the night.
It's true.
Why punch up when you could punch down?
That's what I always say. We're just teaching him to dodge, that's all.
That's true.
Tearing you down to build you back up.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll make a man out of him yet.
Eric, how's Queens right now?
I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I don't really see it very often. I'm mostly in here for the most part.
Sure.
So, it's not on fire, and the sirens, I have been told, will end eventually.
This is good.
Progress.
It depends
Yeah.
on how they end.
They will definitely end eventually.
Yeah.
At some point. Oh, shit. Hold on.
I didn't realize you could roll dice on D&D Beyond. It's really fun just clicking shit into little.
They
That's a
just
new
added that.
update.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks. Because you
They
can also
rolled
like.
out that beta to everybody like 2 days ago.
Mhm.
It wasn't public until I got an email 2 days ago, but they're like, the virtual dice are public, and everybody's probably like, what?
Damn it. Oh, I always forget
What do
this game.
What do you
needs
mean?
dice.
Because the cool thing is now on your Beyond character sheet, you can literally click whatever check you want to do, and it will do. If you want to, you can do that. To be like, oh, I want to do a strength save. I'll just click on the modifier for my strength save. It'll roll a d20, add the modifier for you, and just be like, this is what you rolled. I've been doing that for a couple of my other characters because, don't get me wrong, I love the solid clickety clacks, but like, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna have a random number generator do it for me.
Gross.
Speaking of
Yeah,
random,
more of a
generator
rotary
generator,
guy myself.
Did you guys hear about Wizards doing these digital dice? Black Lives Matter. And they're
No.
only donating. They're only donating 15%, 50%, 50%.
Oh, good. Good,
Yeah.
good. Are you sure
Yeah,
that
Digital dice from.
they're not even donating 3/5 of the earnings?
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
That's like or something.
Listen, I'm gonna shoot the shots, and they're gonna hurt a lot of people.
It'll hurt Wizards more than it'll hurt. I feel like black people. I think black people would rally behind that sort of.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. I'm pretty full right now. Cool, Isaac. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you. You're looking
Hello.
fresh.
Oh,
This is the
thank you.
tank.
Go lay down.
You're like a lesser version of yourself from last week.
Go lay down.
Yeah,
Nice fade you got going on.
That was the goal. That's what I said when she said, "What do you want?" It's a lesser version of myself.
Really nailed it. Hope you left a good tip.
She's taking her time. She gets in front of my face, like, "How am I doing?" I feel so much less.
While she's cutting his hair, she's like, here's a pacifier.
Go lay down.
She didn't give me
Honestly.
like a barber's smock. She gave me a bib.
Hmm.
I just
Don't-
watched that
barbers
episode of
usually give
Dragon
you a
Ball
bib.
Super where Vegeta puts a pacifier in and sucks on it for half the episode, and that worked for me. That
Is
was
that
a
a
good
real
episode.
or
That
are
was
we
a-
joking right now?
No, Dragon Ball Super went full like modern doofy ass anime, and man,
Yeah,
it's great. It is so
Yep.
stupid.
It's actually good.
It's
And
actually
good, I
pretty
mean
fucking
bad.
good. Yeah, I mean, there's people that hate on it because like anything that has a storied history and does something new, people are gonna hate. But it's really I'm enjoying it a lot.
Mhm.
It's pretty fucking hilarious. Vegeta trying to crack
Hey.
an egg. I can do
Oh,
this.
I can't go back. I don't. At least I don't think I could go back and watch Dragon Ball Z because I realize, like in hindsight, it's just so boring.
It is.
Yeah, you got to watch the Kai dub. They redid like
They
they
cut
took
out
out like
everything,
100
right?
episodes or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the way
They-
it should be,
yeah.
honestly.
Well, the thing is they stayed super true to the manga the first go through, which like doesn't really translate well to TV. Like
No.
if you're reading it in manga, great, but
Well, if you take it very literally, where most of manga is people standing still and talking, then
Right.
yeah,
exactly.
a lot of
Then they
fidelity.
nailed it. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, they literally stood there and yelled insults back and forth for 30 minutes.
Maybe next week they'll get to the point.
Yeah, because they were doing like every episode needed to be 30 minutes or 24 minutes or whatever, and every episode was a fucking one of the comics.
Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't translate. You can't take one of those manga and turn it into a 24-minute episode without like a lot of dramatic pauses.
Yeah.
My recommendation is just watch DBZ Abridged. That's all you really need at this point.
DBZ Abridged is funny.
You guys are putting me to
Ar-
sleep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
We are
I'm
all
texting,
here,
let's go. Yeah.
and
Oh,
let's get
Emily's
this.
here, guys.
Yay!
Thought you wanted knowledge.
Hmm.
Get some knowledge about DBZ.
Yeah, we're gonna drop some DBZ. So this whole
Mine from
this,
now on is about DBC.
this whole session actually I have planned out is all based off of Dragon Ball Z lore.
You're
So
gonna wanna-
strap in. Last time on Wheelie Boys and Dragons, do you all remember kind of what you all did?
We captured a purple robe man,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and we were gonna drag him back to the keep.
I thought we did drag him back.
Did we drag him back to the keep?
Yeah, we were dragging him
We
back.
did.
pretty
We
much.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you successfully dragged him back. I just didn't update the map yet. You dragged him back through the sewer because it was getting late, and I was like, I'm just gonna narrate this part because I don't know.
Point of order.
Point of
Because I was
order,
ready to
is
be
there-
fucking done.
I didn't want to have you guys bumble your checks to get back through the sewer, so I was like, no, it's fine.
Roll the
trap
one
was
on
open.
seeing. Fuck.
Tell me about. Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way that we could get the music down a little bit? Just
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
notch or two.
There you go.
Much better.
Oh.
You also all can go through and in your settings, the master music volume level is in there, and you can
Okay,
adjust
cool.
as you want as well.
I did
Um,
not realize. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I
You're
gotta
welcome.
do my own music anyway.
So, let's just say you got back inside the keep, and you brought the prisoner to, just the guards that were standing there inside the main hallway. Let's get you over to that main hallway. I got so many maps for this one. That was poor planning on my part. You're back out here in the main entrance. That's because I put you guys at the wrong thing. There you go. Ta-da!
Yes.
Yep, just a completely different map. I just decided to fuck my day up and have a whole bunch of maps set that I have to scroll through, and not the best system for this. It was good. Yep. Castellan, the Red, Escobar the Red, is there to greet you as you come out of the sewers with the prisoner. The time is now roughly 10 o'clock. So the sun is definitely set. You can hear the sounds of looting and screaming way in the distance. It's kind of dampened a little bit because you're in the keep, but there's so much
It's
of it
kind
going
of
around.
oddly familiar right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, this is kind of just like all you know of Greenest at this point for the soundscape is just looting and marauding noises.
It would be weirder if it wasn't there, honestly. I kind of feel comforted by it at this point.
Venus is just Queens.
It is
Dear
Queens, New York. I'm there.
You know, dragon lives matter, okay, guys?
Okay, you know, our
Hey,
jokes were in
hey.
good taste.
Are you saying dragon lives don't matter, Pierce? Is that what?
Oh man.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow! Wow!
Tieflings have been outcast
take.
for generations. No one is picking us up.
Maybe if you
Well,
guys
you
weren't
certainly
demons-
aren't picking you up.
Listen, I want to get our money, and I want to get out of here. I didn't agree to any other thing after this, unless Mr. Babcock here wants to re-up on his 5 gold per mission contract.
I think we all just got a lot of money at the end of our last little bout. So
We don't know yet. I don't think
Maybe
we've
we
been paid.
I thought we.
Yeah, have we? Did we?
no, we divvied up the money.
Looted.
Yeah, we divvied up
Oh.
the money that we found on the corpses. But
Yeah.
do we remember what this guy owes us?
No, we never. we tried to
Yeah.
Negotiating, almost killed us.
negotiate, and he pointed many men at us. So
That was the Archer incident. Yeah.
and that was the first time
And
Akamenos
That's
almost
the
got
police
us
force,
killed.
really.
Castellan is just standing here looking at you guys like, so, that the guy bringing me?
Yeah. Lead the way.
Cool. Lead,
Also-
lead
How
the
much
way.
hey, Caslin, how much do you get paid? That's you. How much do you pay?
Like, a day, or
A week.
or a month, or like a
I don't know how
yearly
your-
stipend,
I
or
don't know how your
something?
payroll system works here, but like it's a weekly thing or a
I'm
bi-weekly.
taken care of.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Dollars and cents.
I mean, all of my worldly needs are squared away, and I actually have a little bit of a nest egg that's currently being pillaged from this town.
Right. You still haven't answered the question. Like, is this like an exchange? Is it a barter? Is there a company store that you have to buy from? Like in the mining
store?
town?
Oh, no, I'm the keeper of the guard.
Seems like a pretty good, well-paying position. Benefits.
In fact, every member of the town guard is a very well-paid position. Most of you, I'd actually recommend joining up if you're looking for work after we survive this night. If we survive this night. Speaking of surviving this night, I'm going to take this man, and he comes over and just picks the guy up in the purple robe, tosses him over his shoulder, and I'm going to go have a couple of questions answered by him. Don't touch anything, and he jaunts off.
Alright.
So he's definitely torturing him.
Just a couple questions.
Just a couple questions answered.
Are we okay with him torturing this stranger?
I mean,
He's
I'm
just-
asking questions
yes.
to everyone but Brendan.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
I mean, technically, I should.
if you had asked me
What am I
5
gonna
years
do?
ago, probably would have been like, yeah. But it's 2020.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe we should never torture anybody. But
I'm saying
even the evil
your
guys.
character.
No, yeah, this is how my
Bashir.
character is
After
talking.
that event of capturing him.
I suppose the capturing was sort of
He's-
violent,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all in the name of knowledge.
Also,
I'm down.
I'm Doug Dividome again.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
gotcha. I was like,
Uh,
also, there's
you
7
actually
people
want,
out here. I don't know why there's 7 people out here.
Who's that
There you
one?
go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who the fuck
We'll
that
say-
is.
yeah.
To your question, Pierce, I think that the ends justify the means,
Yes.
and he was
We're not
he's a bad person who's trying to do evil things. So
Sure.
sorry, not sorry. Is how Pell feels about it.
I think we have anything to derive from being altruistic here. This guy almost killed us. You hear all that? Do you hear all that outside the castle walls right now?
I do.
Yeah.
We're not wearing.
I mean, as we discussed it, it's going on anyways.
If
We're not
anybody's
wearing
gonna be okay with it, I would figured it would be Agamenos.
Right?
with the torture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Something
not
like-
okay with it, but like indifferent
Jesus
to
was a
it.
giant.
Are you having a change of heart?
Bashir,
I think
Bashir's
physical-
Go ahead.
I think physical violence is occasionally grotesque. I have only utilized it in the
Occasionally?
past. Occasionally. I've only utilized it in the past to save, I won't call you friends, but business partners. And it doesn't seem necessary in this situation. And in terms of the pillagers outside, we're not wearing castle uniforms.
Well, this is a radical departure from your otherwise pretty indifferent tone, but if you have any other suggestions, I'm all
That's
ears.
the thing. I'm saying is, this is a side, and do we want to be on this side?
I
Do you
say
have
we don't have much of a
Akamenos?
choice other than to go along with it at this point.
Do you have an idea of how we can get the information we need out of this guy without torturing him? I'm with you that torture is bad.
Okay. Torture is bad.
Also, this would probably piss off.
But at the same time,
a lot.
Tiamat will lay waste to this world, and we need to stop her.
That is true. That is true.
If you have an idea, if anybody knows a spell or
Need a soft
a trick
Are you
that we
hearing
can
this,
use,
Sibo?
which I don't know. I guess thinking about it, maybe
Where is
that's like
Sibo? Where is he
maybe-
gone? He's not
maybe
even
that's
here.
kind of
Go
where
to
the
see
fuck
if
is
he's
Duffy?
torturing him.
He said he'd be right back, you dodo.
Perhaps he has
okay.
to use the little gnome's room.
Bashir kind
You guys
of looks. Bashir kind of looks into the horizon and is like, well, I guess like casting spells on people to force information out of them really isn't any better than like normal torture, but
Listen,
It's a real brain
it's
scratcher.
kind of fucked up either way, isn't it?
Big
Wait,
brain logic right there.
Wait,
in truth, but there is not a spell of waterboarding. I will tell you that much.
listen, there are water spells. We can make it board.
There is also audio torture, which
Pal,
means to
pal, you're a convincing man. Maybe you can just talk to him and get him to see that he should help us to stop the end of the world.
I tried to convince you all to let me charm him, and you wouldn't let me.
Okay. Let's go after this dwarf. Where'd he go? Do we know where he
I
went?
also am out of spell slots, so there's that too.
Well, you're just gonna talk to the man.
Take him a
Okay.
song.
You're convincing.
You
You're very
cover
charming.
in the direction that Castellan left, and you see a human monk standing there, politely waiting to be noticed.
Oh,
A human,
another monk.
like in the direction of where the guard
Oh,
went.
there he is.
Is he like
Like-
he's like staying there like clearing his throat like hi?
No.
Just like, yes, excuse me, hi. I heard that there were some adventurers that had made their way into the keep. I understand that I'm sure you're very busy right now, but pray tell, I hope you might be able to assist me in locating. And he holds up a torn leather choker with like and he's like, you see, the leader of our band of monks was out trying to find information and rescue townsfolk, and he hasn't returned. I fear for the worst, but he mentioned he was making his way towards the sanctuary. There have been reports that many members of the public have sequestered themselves inside and barricaded the doors, and I fear for their safety, but also I fear for the information that Leosin was carrying. You see, he was doing research on the Cult of the Dragon, and we were expecting news from the Magister of Erebor. Unfortunately, it seems that news has come swifter than we had expected, and in more detrimental way that we could not prepare for it. I ask maybe if you could find a way, oh brave heroes, to save Leosin for me.
Is this another side quest?
He seems to offer a lot of information without us asking any questions.
Matter of fact, we
Seems
didn't
to
ask
kinda-
anything. We didn't even. We just looked at him and he started talking.
We look like
Yes,
we can do
still
things.
talking.
That's all.
Well, I mean, you all seem to have been in rapt conversation about the intricacies of torture, and I didn't
Well,
want
what do
to
you?
interrupt.
Wait. What do you think?
That is your attention?
Hey, if you were in this party, what would you do?
Well, I would say that, torture is bad, okay? And I definitely do not support the means of torture. And I do believe that there are ways to extricate information from individuals that don't leave any lasting physical bodily harm. Also, you know, we live in a world where people die and be resurrected, so the totality of death and torture is vastly different than then I would imagine
Other
people
world? What are you talking about? Some other world? I don't understand.
I mean, other
This
planes
is the
exist.
only world.
Well, this is our world, but there
This
are
is
other
our-
planes. This is the
Listen,
material plane.
I'm a dragonborn.
Right,
Like, come on,
yeah.
I am aware that there are other planes, but
Yeah.
Listen.
Thank Aldi. Yeah.
I'm a.
Just call
I'm not.
I clap him on the back and I just start walking in the direction of the dwarf.
Give me a. Oh, geez, investigation.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, give me an
see if we can
investigation
follow
check.
this guy.
19.
I don't know if I want to participate in this.
rather help
You can
this
do
monk
whatever.
than go chase the dwarf with our prisoner that probably doesn't have a ton of info.
22.
He's probably a lowling.
Yeah, you know that he walked into the main part of the keep. That's where, like, I'm gonna ping the map. He walked into the tower entrance over here carrying the guy.
Wonderful. So I'm
Do
heading
you-
in that direction, sort of looking
Do you
over my
have
shoulder. to see
control
if
over your
anyone-
characters on this one, or
Uh,
not?
It's a control? No.
No.
I
No.
no, sir.
Okay,
Put me in between dungeon entrance and tower entrance.
on it.
So I sort of look over my shoulder, trying as best as I can to keep up my confidence that this is the right decision.
Give me a performance check.
Okay,
Give you a
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Performance check.
I'm glad that he keeps rolling poorly on these ones.
Yeah, 6.
Yep, you definitely thought that there were going to be more people coming with you right off the bat, and now you are standing out in the crowd, and you are.
bend down to tie my shoe a little bit.
You're like,
Okay, I
Get
run
the-
over. I run over to Akamedos and like clap a hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, "Listen, man, everything is burning around here. I think we need to prioritize trying to help people and save people right now, and that's going to be
Innocent
us
people.
going out there more so than helping the guy that was causing the destruction."
I suppose you could say what's done is done with that poor bastard.
Yeah, we won't let it happen again, though. Deal? No, this is not between any of you guys. This is between Akamedos and I. I'm not even sure you can hear our conversation. We're having a very personal conversation where him and I are going to agree to not let anybody get tortured for the rest of this fucking session D&D campaign.
Can I speak up?
Yes. All right, so I walk back with you, and I'm like, I seem to have misplaced my dagger, and I'm like pretending to look around on the ground near you.
It's over there, buddy. I point like way past
yeah.
them where they can't really
Throw
see.
Yeah. And sort of, I started making my way over there to fake getting my dagger,
okay.
and I'm back among the party.
All right.
Debo wants
All right,
to go
Monk.
to Sanctuary.
Yes, thank you all very much for agreeing to help me out. I'm sure it will be good.
Wow. Do they teach you how to speak at that monastery, or?
I'm
Isaac now.
I'm very shy
happening?
around individuals. I have a. So here's a map that I have. Just in case you're familiar with Greenest, which I can understand why you would be unfamiliar. You're not from around here. It's a very similar map to one that you might have seen before, but he pings over here on the right, the 3. Like, this is the monastery to Shantea, and that, I believe, is where Master Leosin was last at, and that's definitely where
The 3 you said?
I would. Yeah, the 3.
Okay. We were by there before.
Like, fucking A. Gotta go all the way back there.
Oh shit.
Oh, also, while you're on this map, you can make out from where you were before, this area down here that I just revealed south of the keep. That's where you came out of the.
Okay. That's where the ocean is. Got it.
That's where the ocean is.
I would like. I turn to Roland and I say, perhaps this is unkind, but do you know this fellow? He is a monk, after all.
Can I do some sort of check to establish that
Sure,
relationship?
you can give me. Well, you don't know him personally, but you
Right.
can give me a
Maybe you recognize his
Perception?
monastery or something.
yeah, either a
Yeah.
history or religion check to recognize anything about him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do religion. Alright, I got a 12.
You're not sure what monastery and monk cohort he hails from, but he's wearing symbols that are very similar to the group that you were originally traveling with on your way to Ariabor, also the one that died on the horseback.
I don't even know if I should ask this.
This isn't a. That's not a backstory that we are aware of yet, right?
You can also anyone can give me just a straight intelligence or insight check to see if you recognize anything about this monk as well.
All right.
But as far as like what you said with Roland's backstory, like who he came with, and like the guy dying on the horse, the party doesn't really know about that yet, right?
The party knows about the horse because you were all there when the guy.
Yeah,
it was the last thing that basically happened at Ariabor was that guy on the horseback,
Oh yeah, and then he gave us the.
and he gave you the information and then died.
Solid 9.
Yep, you got. He's a dude.
A monk.
Yep,
Yeah, we
Guys.
like
I recognize
Yes.
that.
reckon that's a monk right there.
Zibo
Seems
has
to be
seen one
male.
I'm not
Isaac,
going to
look-
roll.
Isaac,
looked it up. Yeah.
ask him some questions.
Me neither.
before. So monks
Use your
based
monkeyness.
questioner.
Yeah, use your monk questions,
Yeah.
dude.
Where do you
You guys all
hail
know
from, fellow monk?
The
How did you end up here?
Well, as I was saying, myself and a couple of us from the Silver Gauntlet have been traveling with Master Leus and Erlenthar as he has been trying to track down the current workings of Cult of the Dragon. And I dare say, until I know more about you, I really do not feel comfortable asking any more questions. I'm sorry. I personally, I hope that you can help Master Leosin, but I don't know you, and until you can prove yourself trustworthy, it's better in this situation that I keep my own counsel.
I don't think
You
you're
think in
in a-
order to
No,
ask
no,
us
no.
to save
Yeah,
this guy that we should establish some trust first?
Right? You want us to
You
risk
want us to
our
risk our
lives?
lives here for your friend.
Do you realize
Yeah.
they're trying to summon Tiamat?
Who is this team?
Listen
Yeah.
to cheer.
Yes, do you realize
Yes!
they're trying to summon Tiamat?
It's a problem!
Then maybe-
Do you know it's a problem?
Then maybe help me out by saving the guy who's been investigating this for a long time?
Oh,
Can you tell
has
us
he?
anything
Tell
that
us
we
what
might
you
not know?
Well, I don't know what you don't know, so
Well, then
maybe
tell
you
us
can
everything
tell
you
me
do
what
know.
I don't know.
He's so hard
Don't
to crack.
torture though.
Do you have any books?
No, I
Hey,
do not
that's
have any
my
books.
line.
I know, I'm just...
Well,
okay,
let's
okay.
continue
It
on
seems
to the-
like this guy... It seems like this guy is a
Okay.
low-ranking
Useless. monk.
idiot. He just doesn't
Yeah.
seem to know anything. So let's go save... Maybe the other guy knows something.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll help us out. This nerd is useless.
Just lead us to the monastery.
From one low-ranking useless monk to another. You're useless.
I dare say I'm not going out there.
God, he's extra useless.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
see what's in it for us.
Do you want to fight evil or not, bud?
Yeah.
Do you want to
In
fight
my
me?
opinion, yes.
How much gold do you have on your person right now?
None. I'm a
Oh
monk.
my god.
None. I
How
am a
much
monk.
copper do you have on your person right now?
We're
I
really
carry
just
no
delaying
luggage.
until we get Pal back, but oh, he's just gone now.
He got
Yeah,
we
he's
slowly
All right, let's
around
just keep
him.
investigating this monk. Let's see what we can do to.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do to Brendan right now.
things that you can sell do you have on your person right now?
I travel light. I only carry the things that I need for my own survival, and at this moment, the things I need for my survival are my walking staff and this pouch of water.
Okay.
Do you like
what's
my
the,
glaive?
Yes, it is
What about my
shiny.
hands? You like my hands?
Okay.
Hey,
I
what's
do
the
not-
temperature at this point?
The temperature is a cool 30 degrees Celsius.
Noise.
Give it.
That's
to
not.
us.
That's not
Yeah.
particularly
That's
good.
very.
Yeah, it's a
warm.
cool
Alright,
30 degrees Celsius.
So, perhaps that fine robe you're wearing will be a cost for this excursion.
You're gonna
This
get him
would've been
naked?
a- I think
You
what's
wanna
under those
naked
robes?
Make him naked.
These vestments,
Make him naked.
What happened in my absence?
So monk.
these vestments
I'm
were
wearing
made
rags right now.
especially
I would
for
like
me.
that instead of what I'm wearing right now.
These vestments were made specially for me, for my training in the tutelage of the Gauntlet of the Silver Fist. And
playing
as
hard to
such,
get.
Yeah. We, do you want to see your master ever again or not? Because we'll go get him.
I
and then
cannot
we'll bring
part
him
with
back here.
them. I will not get naked for you, strange
Listen,
man.
if you get naked, we'll save your master.
Yeah, you don't have to be naked. You just have to take my. You can take my rags.
Yeah, just switch
And,
switch
yeah,
up,
I'll take
and
your
then we'll
robe.
go get.
Do you have a name? Have you given us a name yet?
He starts disrobing. Or
I start taking my clothes off.
Oh my god.
Not even a persuasion roll or anything.
this is
He was coerced.
the fate's down for me to save Master Leosin. I guess you can have my personalized vestments of my tutelage, and I'll take your strange, smelly garments.
Yeah.
And
you might want to wash them a little bit. There is a
He just-
little.
He just drops them on the ground next to him, and he's just standing there in his small clothes.
Hey man,
They may still have asbestos in them.
You look good.
You will want to clean
it's a
them.
nice dick, Peter.
He has been on a lot of rooftops.
I put the robes on, and I'm like, oh, it's a nice, fine materials.
All right,
Yeah. Well,
Let's go
ready
save
to
this guy.
move on?
Getting naked. Let's go.
Get
Don't
Dr.
worry, buddy.
whatever his name is.
we're gonna save your boy.
Let's do it.
I hope so. For all of us sakes.
Or monk man.
I'm glad I
is
haven't
properly
taken a vow
named.
to a god yet, because like maybe I'd be fucking that up right now. A vow to the god for justice or something. It's like, take your robes off.
Get my help.
Need to
Get
wear clothes.
I'm gonna need something from you first. Strip.
I'm gonna make you a star. This is how it works in the business.
Or in the
Oh,
monastery.
that's fucked, Brendan.
Brendan, you have
So, now you're standing there with
Oh, anyway. All right,
he
let's go.
kind of
Smash this camera. Oops.
I start like walking off towards the gate to like go.
Yeah.
Like it's time to go.
Let's
Uh,
get moving.
Let's go. Let's get some
We have
knowledge.
everyone
Let's
sitting
people.
down. First time.
let's hold on one sec. Gonna boop boop. Get you back over to here. We're back over here on this map.
Oh, before we leave, do we have time to take
Oh,
a short
God.
rest? Or have we taken a short rest?
You haven't
Can we
taken
still-
a short.
Can we steal some food and water on the way out?
Yeah. There's really, obviously, there's no rush.
He's just burning around.
From you guys. So yeah, you can take a short rest.
All right.
Didn't we end with taking a short rest?
Oh,
last
maybe
time?
we-
we. Yeah, because I have my breath weapon back, so we short rested. Sorry.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
So we're leaving for sure.
Yeah.
Leaving.
Listen, I'm
So you
I'm a
guys
keep
make
word. We-
your way over to front gate, and one of the guards stops you and says, I'm terribly sorry. I cannot open the gates at this time. He's huge.
Why not?
You see, on the other side of these gates are hiding bands of marauders waiting for the gates to open, and
How many?
dozens.
Listen, Bash, we have a proven route. Go straight to the ocean, and from the ocean.
What
we can
are you nervous to fight these guys?
No, but we need to go
or-
south anyways.
Need
We
to
have
go
to go
south
south anyways. Come on, I'm not in the mood.
Fine.
go rat files.
Through the tunnels we go with the rats. Like rats.
The rat tunnels. Back to the rat tunnels.
The runnels.
You guys make it through the tunnels without any issue.
See, look, no
However-
rats this year.
The rats
You're
remember.
fine.
You're back here inside the edge of the tunnel, and I need to check something real quick here.
The edge of the tunnel, eh?
What?
What is wrong with you guys?
What?
It's the horniest D&D session so far.
really-
Strip naked!
There's nothing sexual about
Steve over here.
Yes, there was.
Listen,
Yes,
man,
there was,
it
Agamemnon.
may not have been sexual in the beginning, but it was sexual by the end.
I'm nice
Yeah.
and warm, and I look great. I look. Do I look like Roland at all?
Yeah,
I'm wearing-
kinda.
No, you have a
Little bit.
tail.
Yeah.
You look like
I can hide the tail in the robes.
you look
You
like
just got
Kevin
that thing off for
Spacey
you.
a little bit, actually.
Is that,
In
is
Who's
American
Kevin
Beauty,
Spacey?
like a young Kevin Spacey.
American Beauty attracted to younger women. Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right in the apex of his diddling career.
You.
Oh yeah, didn't he? Yeah.
Can we not use
Yeah.
that word? It's just gross.
Apex,
It's
you're right.
appropriate.
I'm not a big fan of
Very
Apex.
appropriate.
Career. Oh, disgusting.
I hate you all.
Hey, can we never say that word again?
Okay, so yeah, you guys are here. You left the gate open and the corpse is on the ground, if I remember. So as you come out, you see the gate is open and you see the corpses on the ground.
You're supposed to do something with the corpses.
Nice.
We don't need to bury these enemies.
No.
Right, they fine.
Probably where the rats come from anyway.
We
Yeah,
can leave them for whoever wants dead things. I'm sure somebody will eat them.
there are dead things all over this town.
Corpses or corpse?
Corpses.
There were multiple corpses.
Killed
You were there.
multiple things.
Is it from our battle that we just had?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
Oh, yeah.
people like
There's a
dead
couple
things.
kobolds. There was a purple wearing guy that's on the ground.
Should we take purple wearing guys' garb since we're infatuated with, disguising ourselves as other people at this
I'm
point?
not disguising
My
myself.
notes? Huh? You want to try something else
Very
on?
cold in those rags, and I saw
If you
the
want to.
problem. And
Yeah, but then we're gonna look like the enemy.
I'm the
No,
only
I mean,
one
like, just take
Not
them. We don't
necessarily
have
the
to wear
worst
them.
problem. Yes, let's take this robes. We might be able to use these
All
To-
right.
to get through. You know.
All right, making everybody naked. Everybody gets to be naked. Let's go.
All I'm saying is, Pell's a
Finally.
very convincing man. If we put him in some purple robes and send him out there, he'll probably figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I say I too take the robes. Thank you very much, and I add it to my repertoire of costumes and such.
Cool.
It's
As
called
you
inventory, Pell.
take the clothes off of him, I'm going to need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit!
Oh, I knew
It
I
is
should have
hard
detected
work.
evil.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a 19 plus my modifier, which is 21.
As you go to shift the corpse to unlimber it of its vestibules, you see that there is a wire attached to one of the limbs, and as you move, it snaps back, and a crude sort of lasso snakes up, kind of like you would at a rabbit trail, into the bushes to the northeast. And at that point, 3 kobolds come jumping out.
Great. All for the fucking robe you wanted.
They were there already. At least we
And-
know now.
Behind him is a type of is a human wearing leather armor and wielding a short sword.
Oh.
It's like a human crawl.
And guess
Yo,
what?
who are you?
Hail and
Guess what
well
time
met.
it is?
Oh, I think are we rolling initiative? Is that what I'm seeing? Here?
Yeah, it's initiative time. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll put it in chat.
Yep. Chitty chat. Chitty chat.
Don't forget to add your initiative modifier.
Oh god. Oh.
Wow, Pierce with all the initiative.
So I rolled a 1.
Cool.
You're going last. You're going last.
And with my
Sibo.
modifier, that makes it a. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think if you
For
roll a 1, it's
initiative,
just a
you
1,
don't have.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't have. It's not like a critical failure for initiative. It's
No,
just
it's not.
a 1 plus your. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that you go last no matter what if you roll a 1.
Nope. Sometimes.
I
Depends
will
on the
not be
DM.
informing my party of that. They don't need to know.
Roll the
that.
2, yeah, totally. Except we know you have a modifier, so.
Yeah. Sibo's tired.
18, 23. Jesus. Rolling 20.
Yeah, almost everybody goes
All you high
before
rollers.
their guy.
And then me.
18. Cool.
Wait.
I believe.
Is this guy a guy?
That's the.
That's the corpse.
Oh, okay. I see him in the
Body.
turn order, so I was a little
Dead body.
confused.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be in the turn
Okay,
order. He just
okay.
didn't get removed from the last one.
Gotcha. Sorry.
So looks like 23. That. Then. Bashir has a 15. But that. All right. Time to rock and roll. Roland, you're up first.
All right.
As you see in front of you, Pelagius whip aside as a
Spinning.
lasso comes flinging up,
Spinning whip. I do a spin.
doing a spinning whip, very nimble-like,
Barrel roll,
and you more hear from where you're standing the rustlings of bodies moving out of the underbrush, and you can kind of just barely see this one kobold standing menacingly.
Okay. Trying to think. Doing my homework here.
Good.
Wait,
Proud
why
of
is
you.
Pierce not going first?
Yeah, I don't think I go first.
It's Pierce.
Yeah, I thought
Pierce.
Pierce-
The 23. I'm sorry.
Wow. I've only had that name.
Well, Emily, yeah, and Emily.
Melee.
So
I mean, 23, 22, 20. What's the no?
I'll go first.
Simple math.
No,
I made that name perk on your GameCube, Brendan.
It's true. Still there.
Still there. That's amazing.
Do you want me to go?
I do. I don't know why this thing keeps on happening. It's not accepting the inputs that I'm putting in.
Reload the web
I had
page.
a problem the other day too, where one of my character, like I put my player's name in, and it would not allow them to move.
Yeah.
Self-destruct.
There you go. Akamenos. Guess what? Akamenos, you're up first.
What a
So,
twist.
23. Lee is the 22. Roland is a 20. Pelagius is 18. Bashir is 15.
I can't believe
Sibo
I'm
is
going
2.
second to last with a 15.
Everyone
That's
Some
3 good
stuff.
fucking rolls,
over
boys.
20.
I can't believe I went.
You guys are ready for this. So, Akamenos.
Yeah, we can only see
You're
the first
first.
kobold?
So we're not even.
No, you can. From where you are, you can see all of them.
Okay. I would like to move behind Sibo.
Oh.
And I say, "Hark! Who goes there?"
The fuck?
Kianes. Kianes.
What does that mean?
It's Spanish for "who is this?"
Who is it?
From Drunk History. It's just one of those.
Okay. A reference I didn't
Stuck with
understand.
me. Yeah.
So we can see the human in the background.
Yes,
And
you can see the human in the background.
You are dressed nothing like this sad, dead, naked chap in front of us. Who are you, and how do you have those kobolds trained so well?
Train kobolds. Well, I see that you murdered some of the Cult of the Dragon, and seeing as how I'm on the payroll of the Cult of the Dragon, and these kobolds are also part of the Cult of the Dragon, should answer your questions.
Murdered. We came out of this cave, and these bodies were just here. We were just taking one of these robes because we're a little cold. I've never seen any of
It's
these
a
guys
cool
before.
30 degrees Celsius right now.
Cult of the what? I've never heard of this.
Wait a
Cult of
second.
the-
Are you guys here for the raid?
We are. We
Yeah!
certainly are.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing in here. Nothing in the cave. We're checking down farther east.
Huh.
Bashir kind of tucks away his amulet of Bahamut into under his chainmail.
Well, I mean, I guess if you guys part of the raid, then no point in us killing you.
Yeah, we were told to go over
They
to
were
that
great,
monastery over there or whatever, the church-looking building.
The
So we were following
monastery.
her. They
yeah.
said check the cave, go to the monastery. So that's what we were doing.
Cool. Well, we won't keep you, okay? And they kind of slink back into the bushes.
Seems like a nice spot to be.
Enjoy.
Boy, I
Yeah.
wish I was in the bushes.
So we just
Sure is great.
saunter by them like,
Just keep on walking.
Can you tell us your name?
I slap one of the
fellow
kobolds'
marauder?
asses. Hey, good job, buddy. Keep looting.
Did we catch
Sure.
his name already? Did he tell us anything about himself, or
No,
Or
I
is he
think
gone?
that's everything we just did.
he's gone? Okay.
Brendan's sitting here. Well, we got to make up some time for all the shit they were doing in the keep. So skip that combat.
Yep. Found a way out of that one. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Do we XP for
I think we all just leveled up right there.
that?
So you make your way to.
What a big map.
Wow. You know what? Let's take 5 here so I can get this next map set up.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty, Rue.
Okay, I need a new drink anyways.
Perfect. And I'll make sure that you guys have control of your characters as well.
Cool. You could always, whenever we get to a place, you can move us around, and then, when we get to a place where we actually need to, when we're in combat, I just assign people as they come up in the initiative order.
That's a good one.
What? No, you poured the biggest fucking glass of wine I've ever seen. Dude, you... Okay, gentlemen. Is a normal glass of wine about to here?
I mean, that's a healthy pour, yeah.
It's
It's very generous.
Oh, the healthiest pour.
strong,
Yeah.
you get 5 ounces.
Any
or
healthier, and it
five
overflows
ounces,
the rim.
5 ounces or 8 ounces, right?
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
8 ounces is like...
Bottle.
This is already a healthy pour. And
That's a 5 right there.
this was like rimmed out.
The nursing pour.
Nursing pour.
I'm not a nurse. I don't need the nursing pour. I need the IT pour.
That's not a good stereotype either.
Yeah, IT
Which
people
one?
actually drink a lot.
Oh, that one. It's I'm pretty sure the nursing pour is a pretty good one.
Yeah. Probably pretty accurate. You guys are quite the wine connoisseurs then.
We drink a bit. I drink a lot of wine. Emily is like half mixed drinks, half wine.
Yeah, I used to drink a lot more wine when we were living in Missouri.
Yeah.
You took an arrow to the knee.
So like for oh my god, from like 18.
I used to be a
man.
psalm like you until I took an arrow to the knee.
From like 18 to 23, I drank whiskeys, and then like from there till about 28, I drank beer, and now I've been drinking wine for the last 2.5 years.
But to clarify, 18 to whatever you just said was not like recreational drinking. If you're still drinking wine, like you were drinking whiskey and beer.
Oh yeah, no. 18 to 23 was definitely professional drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Competitive.
Yeah, competitive, very competitive. Very competitive. How many shots can we all take before the last person pukes?
Too many, turns out.
So, yeah, I like around like 28 or something. I was like noticing that I wasn't finishing beers before they got warm, and I was like, I guess I don't really like beer anymore. And then I went out and bought a bottle of wine.
This is growth. I guess I'm an adult now.
Yeah, I guess. And then I went out and bought a bottle of wine. I was like, oh, I could just slam this. All right, sweet. So
I'm not drinking. I like how you were like, I'm not drinking fast enough. I need a
well,
solution to this problem.
It was literally like, you know, you should be able to drink a nice beer before it gets warm. You know, if you're enjoying it, you're gonna take enough sips that's not gonna be room temperature by the time you finish it, or don't.
Or just
in
drink
my case.
drink beers that are better warm. A nice IPA.
I mean, it's okay. So IPAs are fucking trash, but
okay. Yeah.
Listen, if Brendan wasn't busy, if Brendan wasn't busy,
your wife, a more reasonable person.
I hate all fucking beer. Hate it all.
All right. Well, I will speak
Go
through
on
your
anyway.
child. If you could bring them in here.
listen, my child really
She
likes.
likes the margarita.
She really likes margaritas, so
She had a sip, I'm not gonna lie.
I was-
Brendan, she likes you.
she likes your marks, dude. We gave her a sip because it's one of those things you want to like give them sips of stuff to be like, haha, they're gonna hate this, they're gonna pucker, and then they're like, she's like more, and it's like, oh god. I did the same thing because I drink 2 shots of espresso with like a little bit of half and half. It's very bitter, right? And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna give her a sip of this because it's gonna be fucking hilarious. And she was like, more, and I was like, oh god.
Is there more?
Like, oh no.
She was literally like trying to grab the cup and like.
She's like pulling Virginia Slims out of people's purses when you
Pretty
guys
much,
go
dude.
out.
Pretty much.
Oh.
She eats dark chocolate. Like, she really likes 87% dark chocolate. She has the most refined taste of a baby that I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even like peanut butter when I was a child. I didn't even like
That's a
bratwurst
thing?
or things that are good. Yeah, I actually did not like peanut butter until I was in like my early 20s. I didn't actually
would
eat
do.
it.
I get the brats thing, because brats are kind of like... They're like weirder, like compared to hot dogs and stuff, you know? Obviously good, but I get that. The peanut butter thing, it just seems like such a kid-friendly food.
Yeah, I like had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at the daycare or the like preschool place that I went, and I just like immediately did not like it.
Huh.
Like I wouldn't eat it until now. I can eat it by the spoonful.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking...
And I look
weird,
forward to eating it by the spoonful.
not liking foods that you think kids would like.
Oh.
He didn't like peanut butter until his 20s.
Oh God. What?
Well, we were originally talking about Sophia really likes the margaritas and likes espresso and dark chocolate and stuff.
Espresso, damn.
Yeah, that's the one that blew my mind.
Likes
So I
her
was
bitter.
like, this is like bitter. Like I love it, but I don't expect other people to like it because it's very bitter, you know.
Taylor was that way. He was drinking coffee at a young age.
Oh, was he? Okay.
And look how he turned out.
Yeah. Shit.
Very tall.
And it's all of his hair.
Did nuts on his.
Very
has
tall.
all his hair. Very tall.
Very
Maybe that's not-
socialist.
Very socialist.
I did order some
Although-
more mixers, Brendan, before we
Oh,
started. How
yay.
do you, the
Although
Pear, rosemary,
living
mule.
rent free at the family
Yes.
lake house.
Does your firm have a website?
Delicious. Yes, my firm does. It's simpletimesmixers.com. You can also Google search Simple Times Mixers.
And then you use my code and you get 10% off.
There's
Yep.
a joke somewhere about being like the
Just
child
add
of a
alcohol.
wealthy
Oh,
middle
chip
class
too.
family
Yeah.
and being a socialist. I don't know what it is, but there's a good joke
There.
in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Well,
I'm realizing that my character is actually just Taylor Corshane.
Not as musical.
Privileged upbringing, socialist.
so appreciate y'all giving me the second to do that.
Yeah, you're good.
That way you guys can continue the game.
That's why you're good, is because we still want to play.
So we're just gonna back up just a wee bit here and kind of talk through this. You guys followed your way through the river, stream, ocean over here to get to about right here. We're gonna move the wheelie boy and say that you're about right here. And from this vantage point, if any of you would like to make a perception check, now would be the time to do it.
That seems
boy.
like a thing I would do.
Yeah, fair.
What
is
is
in
the
chat?
highest perception?
15.
Ooh.
20.
Chat.
5.
Huh!
17.
15.
Cool. So all of you who rolled over a 10 are able to clearly make out smoke rising from the back of the monastery here. And you can see as you're coming up here that there is a group of enemies right here, and you catch the tail end of a group of enemies moving up along over here.
Okay.
You're not entirely certain how many, but those of you who rolled higher than a 19 are able to see that not 19, higher than a 15, 15 or higher, are able to tell that there is a group of 6 kobolds and 2 cultists wearing the purple robes at the back door here, and they are trying to set a fire. You can clearly hear glass shattering from the other side of the monastery from where the group moved off to, and you can hear pounding from the front of the monastery.
Question.
So this side is clear?
Are we, can we see, like, religious markings on this building at all? Is this the Silverhand Monastery or something like that?
Yeah, you can see religious markings. Go ahead, roll knowledge, not a knowledge, a religion or history check.
Is that based on intelligence?
I get a bonus to
Unless you have like a.
Unless
you have,
you're, there should be a religion or history check that is one of like the
yeah,
skills.
sorry, I forgot that
Right.
that like factors in the.
16.
Okay,
Yeah, that's not good.
that's a fucking 20, bud.
Oh,
Yeah, you know
shit.
this is a temple to Shantea, and I
And
will.
I know who Shantae is because I rolled a 20.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
you.
sweet.
I know that girl, Shantea.
Oh, Shantae!
Shantea, she loans me money, man.
Probably not.
You-
She's God.
You owe her.
Yeah,
You know
the other
that
way around.
Shantea, the Grain Goddess, or the Great Mother, was the goddess of life and a parallel deity of Sylvanus, who was considered the god of wild nature. Whilst Shantea herself was seen as being the embodiment of all things agrarian or agriculture, she was a goddess of agriculture, plants cultivated by humans, farmers, gardeners, and summer.
Okay. I kind of stick out my hand to stop everybody and turn to Pell and say, Pell, this is the time. Put the robes on. Go up there and see if you can extract that monk. Tell him that the boss, wants the monk,
buy
and
the
we're gonna
cave.
take the monk.
Did you get like a
You
New
can
York
do it.
accent?
I've got it. I think I've got this.
Listen.
Honestly, I think this is
Listen,
what I was
listen,
born
Pell,
for.
listen.
You don't really have to convince
I grab
me.
his
I'm
ass.
saying yes to
I don't
your
slap
request.
his ass. No, listen.
You don't. That will
No,
not
listen,
be
pal, listen, no,
necessary.
pal, no,
I
pal,
don't
listen,
like
no,
that.
pal,
I am
no,
not
pal,
consenting.
pal,
You
listen,
have all of these
pal,
witnesses here.
pal,
I am not
listen,
consenting.
listen.
I rolled a
to this
5. I'm like
treatment.
staring off at the distance.
Pal.
Kind of like.
Just opposite
You
direction.
got this. And I sort of just like give it one little like, and then
There you go.
you got this.
That was actually quite pleasant. Thank you.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Oh God.
Ah.
Christ.
Jeez.
Christ.
See, Roland is the apologist, the bash apologist.
I put my arm around Roland. I like this guy.
I did never observe anything inappropriate between Bashir and the rest of the Wheelie Boys. Madam Secretary.
So,
From
I'll start writing
God.
hashtag #MeToo on his pamphlets.
here you are down here in the bottom left, the southwest of the monastery, as you are being convinced to don some purple robes and go convince these purple robe wearing guys and 6 kobolds that you were sent by the boss to get the monk.
I have my javelins in my hand, by the way.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I'm like ready to throw a javelin if I need to throw a javelin.
I have my dart in my hand.
That
Are
is
there,
preparing an action, and you can do that. In initiative, you can say that like I'm going to prepare a spell for if this door bursts open, and what that means is you hold your turn and you basically take your reaction as you casting that spell. If that thing doesn't happen, you burn the spell slot. But it's also you can prepare an action for like what might be an ambush, where you're like, if things go poorly, I will throw this spear,
Okay, yeah.
and we'll
So-
consider that.
I'm basically setting up for an ambush then, yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys can
You have,
control your characters at this point
Oh,
on the
okay,
screen,
cool.
by the way.
have
yeah,
little
I'm,
faith
I'm
in Pal, then.
behind, yep, behind this tree here. How many? 4, 5, 6, 7.
While we're all preparing, who knows the most about these guys? Can anybody give me any insight as to how I should act or get into character?
So I knew a bit about them, right?
I find that being vague around them has
It's
worked.
so this is the dragon cult, and they are trying to resurrect Tiamat, who is the dragon goddess of. DM fills in here because I don't remember what he said last week.
Yeah,
Fine.
is the queen of dragons. She is the deity and forebearer of all of the not chromatic. Nope, chromatic. Chromatic dragons. Her older brother Bahamut and her have been locked in mortal fray for eons. She wishes to bring about the destruction of all of the planes so that she can rule over them and make them in her own visage.
Here's Basher for the ambition.
So I tell you all of that.
Just be vague
Okay,
and
got
say to light
Got it.
something else on fire.
No,
say
I
not
think that
this.
I think that helps actually. Thank you.
Are there any drain pipes on the edge
Oh.
of this building right
For
here?
the love of God.
Give me a
Well, I've been
perception
asking about drain pipes.
Yes. Yes.
It's a 12.
17.
Yeah, you make out that there are a couple drain pipes around the corners where you would expect drain pipes from gutters and stuff.
Sweet. I would like to. Can I scale this one here on the right over here?
Sure.
Without being seen.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh
I
God.
swear to God,
Don't fuck this up.
be
Don't
fucking
fuck this up,
stealth.
Ace.
No!
Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
no! My stealth is +8, so I'm good. 17.
God.
You are not noticed as you make your way to the drain pipe.
No, wait. Come in. Oh fuck.
You can move yourself, by the way,
Trying
Pierce.
to grab his tail on the way while he's
You can move your character, by the way. You have free movement on the map at the moment.
So I'm like up here. I assume I can scale. I can like move to this corner if I'm above them.
I still need you to give me an acrobatics check to scale it. It was the stealth check to not be seen to get to
Oh,
it.
okay. Got you.
Yep.
Acrobatics 18.
18? Yeah, you nimble like a monkey.
He's getting better at
He's
this.
done at that.
I mean,
Holy come
all
on.
these
Over here in
rolls
the
are really
bushes,
bad.
like-
All of my bonuses are really good.
Hey, play to your strength,
Thank
bud.
God.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I'm merely observing up here.
Of course.
Sounds
you
great.
are.
Do you want to give me a perception check while you're up there?
It's a nat 1.
Ooh.
I know nothing about this building.
more special points.
You
He's not even
climbed
sure what kind of roof it is.
and you exactly. You have no idea how you even got here, but you are staring kind of like a gargoyle over the overhang at this group of people down here, oblivious to the rest of the world.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The climb left you like lightheaded.
Very, very hungry at the moment. I think I
Thinking
might have
about-
some food. Yeah. I can't remember if I saved. No. I saved the food. This
You
is
have
internal
ham,
monologue.
don't you?
I'm just thinking- No, I didn't take any of the ham. Sibo took all that.
I got the ham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took the bread.
Sivo, I got the ham.
Just sits down, starts eating bread on the roof. Bashir's like, what the fuck is happening?
All right, Pal, you're up.
Pell, your turn.
Is it? Do you all want to reassure me in case things go sideways? What you're
What
going
is happening
to
with
do?
my character right now?
Yeah.
I give a reassuring nod.
I hold up my javelin and I just kind of wink at you.
Okay. That's,
We won't let you die.
this is the
It's
sort of
going.
commitment that I can respect and have come to pretty much expect anyway. So
Now go get us some knowledge.
I'm
Oh,
going to die.
what are
Okay,
you
fine.
doing?
Frump, you're gonna have to move my character because I was moving him, and for some reason, dragging my character moves the entire map on my screen. So, yeah, like I'm trying to put him back in his spot, and the map keeps scrolling to the right, so I keep moving to the right. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe I can.
Are you
refresh.
right-clicking?
No, not at all.
What layer are you on? Are you on the map and background or the objects and tokens?
What layer?
The fuck?
I wouldn't
Yeah, I
know
don't
how to
know about
answer that
layers.
question either.
Yeah.
On the left,
Oh.
if underneath the arrow, there's a I don't know if you guys have it or not, but there's a like a map marker type of thing. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Then over it, does it like when you select
Oh.
it? Do you have map and background objects and tokens, GM info overlay?
Isaac, on top left, you have select and move or pan view. If you click
Yeah,
that
that's what it
arrow,
is.
Yeah.
Which one are you on?
Right now they're both
Click select
Okay.
and move.
because if when I click that, it doesn't do anything.
Try it now.
I moved it. Yeah, it's still moving
Yeah.
my screen.
Might wanna
It's
refresh.
moving your character to us.
Yeah, all that's moving for us is your
Now,
character. So.
Like I moved it, right? I moved it the first time, and then when I tried to move him back, it scrolls my map to the right, and that's why he keeps moving to the right. So I'm just gonna try refreshing the page.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds like it's fucking up.
Sounds like it's fucking up.
All the fucks.
Or anyway, it's not my turn. So sorry, Palladius.
Okay, so
All right, Pal. Go
so
do your best.
I've already changed into the robes, and I say, okay, if you hear me say, until she has risen, then that means that things are not going well, and I would appreciate it if you would kill some people.
So when you say that, we're gonna come kill some people.
If you hear me shout it, just kill indiscriminately. I don't stop for any reason.
Okay. Well,
So-
you'll be in my aim of fire, but that's okay.
I was not paying attention to what you just said in real life, so I'm going to also pretend that Bashir wasn't paying attention and
Oh.
did not hear you.
This is very important, Bashir.
Oh, sorry, what?
Until she has risen.
Okay.
If I shout that out.
The safe word.
I don't know
Safe
that.
word.
What am I? I'm on the roof.
It's the unsafe word.
Yeah.
That's the come save me word.
All right, here I go. Here I go.
All right, you got this, pal. Sing him some love songs or something.
One final pat on the ass from Bashir and a wink.
Okay, that was more. That was more than okay. I'm going here. I'm going now. And I walk out, and I don't know how far I make it before they notice me. I'm not trying to be stealthy or anything, so.
They're kind of dealing with their own stuff over here.
Slowly sauntering up.
I get right next to them. I guess right about here, so that I'm not too close, but I can be easily heard. And I say, Tiamat, smile upon you, my companions. It seems you're doing a good job ransacking this church, this monastery. Could not have done a better job, actually, of it myself. May I ask you for a favor? I've been sent by, well, you know who.
You know who?
Embarking on this, on a personal task, a personal quest, as it were. And hopefully they respond to that.
Go ahead, give me a. There were so many different checks involved in that. Give me a baseline charisma check. Nope. Go ahead. Yeah.
Performance?
First, give me a baseline charisma check, and then we'll see what the next one is.
It looks like a jacking off from this perspective. Okay.
Okay, so that is 20.
Right.
Okay, cool. Give me a persuasion check at an advantage.
Cool. That first one's not good, so hopefully this one is. Persuasion is. Oh wow, persuasion is 17. Cool.
One of them goes, yes. Could you repeat what it is that you want us, the boss wants us to do it again?
Well,
Because we're pretty happy over here with the whole looting and everything.
I don't blame you. It's really that I have reason to believe that the boss wants somebody who is last seen in here, and I have reason to believe that they are still here. So if you wouldn't mind letting me and some, if you wouldn't mind allowing me into that building, not with you, just me, and all by my lonesome, I would very much appreciate being on my way.
Give me another persuasion check,
Oh,
because you
man.
slipped up on that a little bit.
Oh, it's 21 now. That's okay.
Oh!
Okay.
This man
Well,
talks.
I'll these kobolds are doing a pretty good job of busting down the door over here. Hey, Marty, you go up front, talk to the dragon wing up there, and see about anything that about this boss thing, if he knows anything about it. And Marty's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go do it. Starts making his way
More of
over here.
a secret mission, a sort of like just in the know sort of thing. Not really for your ears only. It's just that you were in my way, so.
Well, I mean, this door is in all of our ways, so these kobolds are going to keep on burning it down.
Yes, the thing is that they can do that. I just need to go in by myself to find this man.
I mean, There's a lot of civilians in there. You think you can handle like 40 townsfolk all with pitchforks trying to stab at you?
There are people in there. I see. This is a different scenario.
You do have a difficult
How about
task
we just-
here, and we.
We've really thrown him to the wolves on this.
Let's wait for Mike to come back with information. He'll be back in just a second. He's just got to go to the front of the building and talk to the Dragon Wing up there. He's the one who's in charge of this whole operation. I'm sure he'll be able to straighten this whole thing up. In the meantime, hey, come on over here and stand by the fire. It's gonna be nice. All that loot.
I see. You're
Can't wait
making
for
s'mores.
to get arisen.
If you s'mores, yes. The campfire. All that. I actually have to take a leak, so I'm gonna go find some privacy over here real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you.
Watches you. What a weird chap that is. Huh. Mission.
Fucking A.
So I go back to the corner over here, and I'm like, guys, it didn't work. We had really bad intel. Did you know there are a lot of people in this building? What are we gonna do?
All right. Well, we gotta save
Well, I
those
guess
people.
we're just gonna have to kill those kobolds.
So I think it's time for Plan B, which is fucking kill them.
All right.
Yeah, but is
Are we
that
gonna rush in? How do we want to attack this?
how many
Back down.
dudes are there, Pel? Is that dude bringing a dude back?
There was someone he mentioned as the Dragon Wing. I'm assuming
Who's that?
might be a title. I don't know.
You
I didn't
didn't
want to
ask?
blow my. I didn't want to blow my cover. I clearly know in this character who the Dragon Wing is.
Okay. I
Well,
guess that
Is he
makes
a big
sense.
baddie,
I
or
guess
is he
that's
a
why we have
small
you do the
baddie?
talking.
Well, they're gonna see us running. Are we gonna just run across there and take them, or how shall we do it?
Well, I
Quite a-
mean, I can
Yeah.
like shoot from afar if we want to like give that a good
You know,
go.
I can cast a fog cloud to give us some cover.
Oh, because I can only walk half the distance to this grouping. So
I like the fog idea.
Yes.
Right.
I think I'll do
curious
Uh,
fog.
Question: What when range says self? What does that mean? Like what?
It means it's on yourself.
What's the
Means
range
you
again?
cast it
per
on
tile?
yourself.
Is that 5 feet?
Why would I cast it on myself?
I don't know what he's.
What is it?
Within 10 feet of you. I got it.
Yeah.
I suck. I can't read. I got it.
Cool.
There are some defensive spells you can cast on yourself
Yep.
as well.
Yeah, and each tile's 5 feet, right? Or is it 10 feet?
Each tile is 5 feet.
Oh, okay, I got it. I'm pretty good then. The range of the fog cloud is 120 feet.
Yes, you can cast it, and then it's like a 30-foot area,
20 foot.
20 foot.
Yeah, starting out, and then I can just make it gigantic as I go level up.
So where do you want to go ahead? Ping where you want to set it.
Let's start right here. We'll create a little like fog cloud, and we'll rush
So
through it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take you 2 turns.
like that,
Yeah.
or
Like, is it 20 from main points or like
let me look up fog cloud.
10, 20?
Fog 5th edition. Fog cloud. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog. Cool. That is much bigger
Go
than
and make that go.
all of that. Polygon.
So I want them to be just like, what is going on out here? And then just
Uh,
burst through and just yelling loudly.
You might incidentally tip them off,
Not if some mysterious fog rolls in.
but they'll be
Some-
paying attention to the
Keyword.
fog.
Mysterious.
Mysterious. Like, that's a strange weather anomaly.
Wow, what an
Fog was-
unfortunate meteorological event.
This was not in the forecast. We don't usually
Either
have
way, it'll
fog
cover
until
our approach.
August.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want. That's what I need.
So it's gonna billow out from there because it's a 20-foot radius, and as you can see, this is a 20-foot diameter. So it's actually taking up a lot more than this. But I drew it's gonna grow.
Okay.
I see.
I turn to Sibo and I say, "Good job, bud," and I slap him on the ass, and I just start sprinting.
I'm
I pull
also
the glaive
like,
off my back and start sprinting.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah, you
looking,
guys can control your characters. So
I'm
Pull my
looking
hands out of my
along
pockets
this-
and I start sprinting.
Yeah, stay back
cool.
here and shoot
5
people.
foot.
I'm
I
back
guess-
here. I'm looking along the side here for like windows and
25.
things. I don't know if there's anything I can see from here.
Oh, how about you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have very long range, so my. Oh, wait,
DM
that-
bump.
Ooh, it's not good. But your reaction tells me I should take one of my inspirations. So I'll use one of those, and that is a lot better. That's a 15.
Let's just show you some more of what it is that you're seeing along the side here. Do you see that? Do you see?
Oh my holy she.
Oh my
You
god.
sent it just to him?
Is that the
Hey.
dragon wing?
Oh. Never mind. I zoomed out.
What
Oh
are
my.
those things? No.
You see a group of kobolds, four-legged reptiles, and some cultists throwing stuff at the sides of the building. It's like a 35-foot tall monastery. It's really large. And there's a lot of like stained glass depicting the stories of Shantaea, and they're all getting pretty smashed right now. There's like they've got sticks that they're just like banging and rattling on stuff, causing mayhem. They're kind of staying up in this area right now, but you know they weren't there when you first showed up.
Well, let's not
But we don't
disturb
see them.
them.
And
Only
let's
Paul
go
can see
into initiative.
All right.
Alrighty, roll.
Ugh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun 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 dun.
Wait, what do Pierce and I do? We both have the same number.
Whichever one of you has a higher dexterity goes first.
That's probably.
Oh, very confident.
I have a 15
What's your bonus?
plus 2.
Beat you even with the bonus. 18.
I'm a rogue. I'm like I should have more dexterity than
Yeah, that's how that should be. It would be weird if it wasn't.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, Laya.
I can't talk to you right now on top of
How many
building.
actions do we get yours?
True. Really, like nobody's talking to each other because we're all just in random places.
Yeah, I sprinted ahead because I'm very excited about battle. So
I am not because I can
Good
shoot long
thing,
range.
Good thing we all got on the same page about this beforehand, and we have a
Yeah.
clear plan for victory.
Fuck us.
Yeah, this is
You really
this is
zoomed
gonna
in on
go
me.
so great.
Like where this is headed?
Cool. Roland, you're up first for real this time.
Yeah.
Do we
For
do
realsies.
we get like an advantage from attacking from the fog?
Surprise.
Let's
are we
see.
surprising them? Yeah.
Spreads around and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration on heavily obscured. Yep. You attack at an advantage.
Well, I'm gonna. Aha! Exploding palm. Here I come. All right.
Gotta say
okay.
it. Gotta say it out loud.
Yep.
I got a 15. All right. Yeah, 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And then a 5. Hello?
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 Hello,
I got a
hello.
5 for the damage.
Cool. Yeah, you come leaping out of the fog, and with your exploding palm technique, just literally explode his. You get him right in the solar plexus, and this first kobold right here crumples. Yeah, it literally.
I don't have any more move left, so I can't. Despite having that bonus attack, I can't move and attack again before right because I gotta be within 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that because you came out of the
Spread
fog,
up there and everything.
you didn't use your initiative movement to be here. Initiative started with your attack.
Okay. So then I'm going to move in front of the cultist and attack him with another explosive ball.
Cool.
Oh god, no. Okay.
Always
God,
like
am I done?
it's like wilt against these cultists. You're great against the
I thought it was
kobolds.
a 1 for 7.
And Isaac's on his ass again.
I was thrown already.
What'd you get for your total?
7.
Yeah. So this guy, like he hears you yell "exploding palm" as you leap out and watches this kobold just crumple next to him, and he sees you take a quick step towards him, and he like dips past your next strike, and it does not hit.
It's not good, guys. I'm about to be surrounded.
Damn, out of the way.
Fucking damn. Pseudo,
Ain't
you
even
are
mad.
up.
Fucking
So
cool.
I ran as fast as I could and made it to the edge of this cloud.
Bashir's like, that guy's fucking cool.
Well, this is where your turn starts now.
Okay. So
You probably can't shoot through that cloud. That's
I
It
could
is
just
heavily
cast-
you
obscured.
can't see
I
shit.
could just cast into direction. Going a corner adds another 5, so it's 5, 10, and then
So, if you do diagonal movement, the first diagonal of a turn is 5, the second diagonal is 10. So moving on the diagonal solely would be 5, 15, 20, 30.
20. Okay. I got 25 movement range. So I listen for the direction of where I should just cast all
Oh,
of the
no.
enemies.
Where were you before? Where were you before?
Ah, damn it.
Was right
I was right here.
there.
Okay, so where
you
you
can hear
from
it.
where you are to
Exploding
there, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. So you've
20.
moved 20 feet so far.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop out. Yeah. I got 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cast ball lightning at this guy.
Cool.
Chromatic.
Tell me how ball lightning works.
It's it's chromatic orb, but I'm picking the lightning damage, so I'm calling it ball lightning.
Fucking dope. Let's
Yeah.
look up chromatic orb.
All right. I hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at this creature that I can see with. Oh, I have to see him. Good thing I hopped out.
How do you do that
Um,
again, Pel? Or
It's you have a little like in your toolbox up there. It's the fourth one down, and you just click that, and you can drag it.
oh, okay, thank you.
It's got a 90-foot range.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Yeah,
make a
cross
ranged attack
here.
on the guy.
All right. Fuck. Whoops, wrong one. And 12.
You. The orb connects with the kobold, but it seems that he is well grounded, and it does not appear that it does any damage.
Damn it. Betrayed by ball lightning.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're resistant to elemental lightning.
All right. Well,
You can shrug
Yeah.
that.
Well,
I think that's that.
We all have some doozies, Sibo. Okay.
Sibo just got. Ah!
Ash,
Oh!
Oh! Oh no!
Well, can I just slink back into the just kind of like?
I think you used all your
You
movement,
cannot.
didn't you?
You've used your
Yeah.
full movement.
So you stuck there, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank God.
Stay down.
Took the heat off of me here.
Good thing you're like a frontline guy who has lots of health.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Bashir,
What's up? My turn.
you're up.
All right. So
Protect me.
I come bounding over. Not that that's hard to do. The gnome, and come down trying to slice this guy as I jump over and yell, "Gotcha, fucker!" And oh no.
Oh no!
You don't
This
got
guy can dodge everything.
And I roll a fucking 6 + 6, so a 12.
Damn
You
it.
step on some mud.
Dang, yeah.
And he is very dodgy, so he's like, ole, and dodges
the other way.
and
He dabs back the other way.
dabs the other way. He's just, this is old double dab Don, you know?
I don't got you, fucker.
Damn you, double tap Don!
He's a squirrely one.
And I think
damn.
that's your turn?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's the turn.
Okay. Pelagius, you are up here and you see all of that.
Yeah. I guess I will give up the ghost, and oops, I need to.
See, it just says feet.
And I'm going to move. What is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. My full movement to here.
Okay.
And I will. He only has to hear me. He doesn't have to see me, so the fog doesn't interrupt. But I'm gonna yell at the monk guy and be like, "Ha ha ha! You idiot! That was convincing to you? Only a simpleton would think. You think I'm a monk? You idiot! You absolute moron! You imbecilic dullard!"
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
That's right.
That's right.
That is correct.
He does.
Oh, for the love of
shit.
God.
What the
Gotta
fuck?
get dodged.
He dabs back the other way.
He's like,
This
I'm
this guy's-
gonna just.
That's my full movement, and that's my spell, and that's my turn. Well, actually,
It's been a fun
whose turn
campaign,
is-
guys.
Whose turn is it next? It's
Command.
yeah.
mine, I
I'll
think.
go ahead and say What do I know about Ace that I could say that would be inspirational? I guess I say up to Ace. I would be like,
Would be a scaredy cat.
well, this hasn't worked so far, but something that gives me confidence is Sheila, if you know what I mean.
Ah, I do. Can I?
They
I
have gold.
Yeah, I have the dagger that I looted from one of the corpses equipped, but can I equip the other dagger? Sheila?
Yeah, that's either. Yeah, it's a free action. It's fine.
And also, that's me giving Agamemno's bardic inspiration. By the way,
So what does that give me?
you can roll a 1d6 and add it to whatever roll you make.
Okay.
If you can
And you
save
can
it
choose
too.
to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to use it right now.
I remember I have it.
It lasts for 1 minute. The bardic inspirations, which is 10 turns.
I think it's 10 minutes, actually.
Is it 10 minutes? Okay,
Yeah.
even better. So that's 60 turns.
Okay. All right.
Only one night of playing.
Yeah.
So, I can't. Can I see like over here? Can you actually? You can't see that.
Can I? Alright,
Sorry, I have the wrong
Okay.
thing on. Or do I?
No.
There we go.
Well, considering that you rolled a 1 on your perception check when you got up here, no, you don't really see anything up there.
Right. All right. So I move 5, 10, and then I assume I can move here.
Yeah. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
I should reveal
mean?
that it's because you're up top.
Yeah.
This is, you know.
How do I delete that thing? There we go.
Manos, go full Assassin's Creed on these guys. Go full
Yeah,
half
so
Creed.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I don't know what my range of attack is, and I don't know if I get a running head start from a vantage position, if I can attack this guy with sneak attack.
Which guy?
This one.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Roll an acrobatics check first.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
no.
my
I
God,
just
all
get really
night.
bad rolls, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, we're all getting bad rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have an
Okay,
inspiration?
I'll use an inspiration. I have
Okay.
4, so I down to 3. It is a nat 1.
Oh,
Can I use inspiration again? If I have
So using the inspiration doesn't mean that you have to go with that one. It just means you get the
all right. I
think
guess
so.
I'll take the 10.
Let me double check on
I
that.
think you do actually have to go with whatever you roll.
Yeah, I think you do have to go with whatever you roll. That makes sense.
He's prone on the roof.
Nat 1.
You
Ugh.
2
you
nat
can
1s in my
use
last
other
3 rolls.
inspiration if you want.
Jesus.
I can use another one?
You can use your other inspiration if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'll use another
Nat one. Nice.
Yeah, you're being generous. Generous.
Generous. Be generous.
I'm not being generous.
Now
I
it's nat
promise
20.
you.
You're not going to believe this. This is a nat 20.
Great. Great. I totally believe it. So you are able to perform a diving attack for an advantage, a sneak attack on this guy, because you prep yourself and like you're about to go and you're like, hold on a second. You're psyching yourself up, and you psych yourself out, and you like almost slip, and you're like, no, I can do this. And then you do like this like wonderful like a 180 with a twist off the top, and you just like start coming down to make your attack. So go ahead, roll your sneak attack.
What is the sneak attack roll, actually?
I think it means that if you connect, you add 1 extra d6.
Okay, so I just roll a regular d20 and then
Yep.
worry about that later. It's just a regular. I don't add anything to this, do I?
Yeah, no, this is just
So it's
regular
an 11,
roll.
It's an 11, but can I use the inspiration?
Yeah, you can use the bardic inspiration at this
Bardic-
time.
Yeah, the bard, yeah. Plus 5, so 16.
Yep. You connect.
Okay. And then now this is the.
So yeah, at sneak attack, once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack, if you have an advantage on the attack roll.
So roll the d4, then roll the d6.
Yep. And then add your, I think it's dexterity modifier.
So 1 and 6 plus the dexterity modifier is 4, so it's 9.
Yeah, he is completely caught off guard. In fact, I think almost everyone is completely caught off guard as this kobold, instead of just, it was a kobold, and now it's a crumpled mass on the ground as Akamenos stands up with his dagger out. The dagger is as red as he is.
Holy shit, that was fucking awesome.
It gets easier the more you do it. You don't really
Right.
think of them as
You're right, Ace.
It took 3 rolls for you to do it, so you have a lot of practice. I see.
I used 2 inspirations and your inspiration to do it.
But it was
Owned
fucking
by-
dope.
But that's why you have those there, is to use them for moments like that.
You might as well.
Leah, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see if the girl can take out this monk. I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast that bitch.
So unfortunately, from where you're standing,
It's
you
120 feet! I
There's a
can't see it.
giant
only
wall of
see
fog.
the cloud in front of you,
But dark vision, I can't see through it, even though it's foggy.
completely obscuring all
Oh,
sight through it.
fine. I gotta move forward then, don't I?
Yes.
Where am I?
Climb
5,
the,
10, 15, 20,
drain
25.
Yeah, there's
30,
drain
okay.
pipes everywhere.
Yeah.
Things
So if
covered.
I'm like on this edge, whoa, stop that. Can I see from here if I'm on the edge of the fog?
Poke her head out.
Let me see. Yeah, you can peek out.
All right.
Sounds good.
Can I Eldritch Blast the monk?
Sure can.
All right.
He's
Give it a go.
he's a cultist.
Well, you
He's a
know,
dabbit.
cultist monk. He's wearing a robe. Ooh,
Sure.
nat 20. Plus
That's a
5.
hit.
Cultists
That
are
is
just monks we don't like.
So they're trying to
There you
dab,
go.
trying to dab the other class.
He's called Double Dab Don for a reason. All right. He only gets 2.
He only gets.
All right, and then a 7 for the damage.
How much
Plus the
do
bonus.
you have, Don?
Plus a bonus.
Doesn't she
think-
get a bonus for critting? Or is that not with the spell?
Yeah. Let me actually look that
Oh, she
up. I've
rolled
never
20?
had Eldritch.
Roll
Yeah,
the
she rolled a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
You missed it!
I did.
Rude. Of course he did.
I'm scatterbrained today, okay?
Yes, you can crit with an Eldritch Blast. If not otherwise specified, critical threat is always 20, and the damage multiplier is ×2. So instead of rolling 1d10, you roll 2d10.
Okay, so I'll roll it again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh, a 10, so 17.
Yes.
yes.
Double dab Don over here. Thanks, Eric, for reminding us all of that. Appreciate it. He was taken aback by the kobold turning into a demon all of a sudden. To his sight, he didn't understand it, and then he gets his chest blown out by this concussive force, and he
Take that,
dies.
Don! Fuck
He
you,
dies
Don!
confused.
Takes a woman to do a man's job. Just saying.
Ooh, he did. Boop.
Valiant dabber.
So
Go
this
read a book,
here-
nerd.
All right, Leo, we'll give you that one, Laya.
Mhm.
Laya's the name.
Laya. Lea.
Nerd lady.
Is it Leah or Laya? She seems to go back and forth.
I don't know.
I'm tired of
I'm
correcting
calling her
people.
nerd lady from now on.
It's whatever.
Bookworm.
So Akamenos, the kobold to your direct left is not phased by your sudden appearance and makes an attack and hits with a 19. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Ee.
So how much hit points do I lose? Or
You
what do I roll
lose.
again? I've never.
Stay
Uh,
strong, Akamenos.
You lose
Stay strong.
four points of health as he stabs you with his dagger.
Not what I wanted.
Hold in there, Ace.
The one on the other side, he is a little bit more chuffed over your sudden appearance, and doesn't seem to be able to connect with you. An 8 does not hit, I assume.
No.
Cool. And while yes, you are wearing the monk's robes, it does not give any extra armor class.
Understood.
It's just clothing.
Look way better.
Does look way better. This guy over here sees Roland down here and is going to attempt to make a attack with his sling that he has. And 11, I would assume, does not hit.
Negatory.
And then this guy will move in to try to stab you with his dagger, and also misses because he's stepping. He's kind of like looking down at Double Dab Don,
I
and
learned a couple things from Double Dab Don here, and I'm dabbing that sling.
Yep. And that brings us to the top of the round. Let's see what Roland has learned from Double Dab Don.
Roland,
Well,
do
I'm
some
gonna-
damage.
I'm gonna do a
Calm.
spinning dab attack on
Oh,
this guy right
God.
here.
Try not to slip.
It misses.
It's like a whirlwind where he just slaps people with the dabbed hands.
As you start spinning,
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's the coolest fucking monk ever.
He's so hard.
Oh, garbage though. Of course it's gonna miss. That's only an 8. So
Ah, you're such an embarrassment of a monk, dude.
Why are you always up in the action fucking missing?
I killed 1. Last week I killed
learn
2.
how to dab.
Fucking
your
A.
man.
You don't deserve those monk robes.
You
Not
try-
like me.
Take him off! Take it off!
a double dab attack against this guy, and he
Second naked monk of the
is
week.
he's too elite for you. So, Sibo, you're up.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Sibo, Fabblestaff.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to reattempt to, instead of doing a chromatic orb of... I wonder what thunder does. Huh. I'm
Thunderstruck.
going to just go back to the old chromatic orb of... we're going with fire. Do some fire.
Old unreliable.
Bashir, yikes.
15.
Are they?
15
fire?
hits.
15 hits. Alright. So 3d8.
Which guy are you attacking, by the way? The one.
Directly, sorry. Directly ahead of me. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
11. So a total of 13 damage.
He goes,
Just that one.
oh, and collapses in a pile of flame.
Yes. Sibo is pleased.
And I believe, Bashir, it's your turn.
Alright. Wait, okay, so that one died. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack this guy. Don't you stab my friend! Go ahead and continue to stab my friend! That's my turn. I'm not even... It's not a 1!
Okay, then, yeah,
Yep, it's not a 1, but I know it doesn't hit.
cool. Cool.
It's not
you
a
can
1,
use an
it's a 2.
inspiration if you have it.
Yeah, you know what? I keep forgetting I have that. I will use
Don't
it.
stab
Thank
him.
you for the
Never mind,
reminder.
go ahead.
You're welcome.
It's better than that. 14.
Hits.
All right. Now I have to remember which of these. This one. Jesus fucking Christ. 5. 5 damage.
Yeah, you, concerned for your new friend who just did one of the most amazing things that you've ever seen in your entire life. You come in with your glaive and you slice the guy up the front, and he drops dead in a pool of his own blood.
Nice.
Pelagius!
Pelagius is like, well, my work here is done, and I am just simply going to take off this robe and don my my leather armor again.
Okay.
Take off the leather
Achaemenus.
armor.
Take it off.
Take it
Get
off.
naked.
He is on the other side of a fog cloud, so none of you can see him being naked.
What a
What
disappointment.
does it look like? Describe it to me.
I have a massive dong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so big.
Congrats, bro.
Very nice.
Wait, Pierce, did you just move?
It's a good looking dick,
I
pal.
moved into the fog.
Before you do that, this guy gets an attack of opportunity for you moving out of his threatened range.
Okay.
Oh.
Do I have to do a dexterity saving throw or something?
No, he just gets an attack on you and does a 12 hit.
does not hit.
Okay, then you are fine. Just remember that if you ever try to leave combat, there's a thing called disengage. Your action is to remove yourself from direct harm without
that's right.
incurring attack of opportunity. So,
Yeah,
but
because
he didn't hit you, so it's
he
fine.
didn't hit me. He missed.
Aha.
Yeah, I fade into the mists and sort of. I think I was like right here, right?
The mist should have
Mhm.
expanded by
5,
now.
10,
shouldn't it?
15, 20. I move like thoroughly in the mist to lick my wounds, and that was my turn.
It is expanding. That is correct.
Kind of cool. So just keep doing some
Oh, it's my
attack.
turn now, isn't it? Alright. Well, I will move. Well, I guess I'll be out of the fog. Alright, let's try to kill this one.
Except for the fog has expanded. To
Wow, that was
the-
You expanded
Bag move,
again?
DM.
It's listen. He's right. It's a 20-foot radius. So
Okay, so I was
Um,
there before, so I guess I'll move. If I'm in this one, can I shoot at this one? This cobalt?
the
I'm at
one right
edge
next
of
to
it.
you.
Yeah, like
You
diagonal
don't have
me.
to get next to him to shoot him.
I'm not next to him. I'm in the square diagonal to him.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's next to
I'll-
him.
I'll-
Just by the way.
that is right next to him. But yes, you can hit him because you are right next to him. You can see him through the
Alright.
edge of the fog that you are standing in.
I fucking hate you all.
Aren't ranged. Before we do this, you may not know, and I might be wrong. Like, aren't ranged spells that are cast to adjacent enemies done with disadvantage?
That's only if you're using a bow and you don't have close quarters combat.
Oh, I thought that was with any ranged attack.
I'm fairly certain, but let's look it up.
All
I
right.
mean, I can move
You're the kid at the end of
more.
class, like, what about the homework?
The rule guy. Here I am.
Are you eating a?
Any ranged spell
Uh,
within melee
bucket.
range of an enemy if the spell
You
doesn't
are eating
require a
bucket.
ranged
Okay,
check.
just checking.
Duffy
Come
just
on,
always
Daniel,
has
come
candy.
on.
More difficult.
What flavor are you eating?
I found this candy in a drawer.
Ranged attacks in close combat. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, a spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated. Can't see you because you are in the mist.
Ah, yes. Okay. So I was technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
Which is the best type of correct.
Ooh, this man.
My charger?
So, do I have to subtract anything? I'm confused.
Nope, you are
Okay.
conveniently good because of this fog cloud.
Fabulous. Okay, so I have a 16.
16 hits.
Let that go.
And a 10 for damage.
Yep. From inside of here, it's basically like I don't know if you guys really care about Iron Man, but he's got like that like thing where he just goes boom.
No, I don't
Uh,
care about anything
From
Marvel.
outside of the cloud, your hand comes up, and all of a sudden, this kobold's chest goes and explodes out like he just got blown through. As he
2 for
did.
2, motherfuckers.
Very nice. Very good.
Maybe the women should really do the fighting.
Just saying.
And it's this guy's turn, and he gets the fuck out of here.
Fair.
He doesn't like the.
Uh,
that is attacking.
Nobody. Oh, he gets out. Okay.
We are now out of initiative.
When does this smoke dissipate?
Fog.
Yeah. How long does the fog last, Sibo?
60 turns.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm gonna move.
Concentration, it lasts up to
There.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Damn.
It lasts
But
for the
you can
duration
handle
until
it.
a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
So I move out of the fog and I'm like, Bash, get over here and pat my ass.
I gotta point something out really quick to be a rule guy like Eric over here. Just by the way, Duffy, you have 2 spell slots for first level, and I
Yes.
think you used 3 because you used fog And then 2 chromatic orbs. You cast a thunder one and a fire one.
It says I just get to choose.
Well, yeah, but you can only
Yeah,
cast
but
2
you-
level 1
But you
spells.
cast it though.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
So,
For combat
I-
sequence?
Actually,
I just wanted to point that out.
Nope. Good thing you pointed it out because you need to learn about your character. So,
I even clicked it too and filled it in. Oh well.
so you're out of spell slots. I will note that at the moment. And we will continue on like somehow his sorcerer prowess
I had a wild.
gave him another chance at being cool.
So, Sibo, where are you keeping those extra slots? What aren't you telling us,
My
Sibo?
gnome ass.
Sibo's actually level 34.
I spent a lot of time in the woods.
I
how long does it take you to recover those spells? Is it a short rest, or is it something?
Long
Long
rest.
rest.
did you say
It's
this
a-
door is burning or something?
They were
That-
So give me a
Yeah.
perception check.
Let's regroup
see if
with
the door's
ourselves
burning?
here.
What about
Yeah,
my
just-
ass?
Okay.
There's the
We can chew bubble gum and talk at the same time.
10.
You
I
can-
would like to
You
heal.
can touch ass and look at the
10.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the door is on fire. It actually looks like there's just some like timber and wood and some burning pitch in front of it. It's more smoke at this point than anything else.
Okay,
All
can
right, so
I
let's see
kind
if
of
we
like
get some people out.
can I kind of tiptoe through it and get into there to try to knock on the door?
Oh, wait,
Um,
can I send a hand to go see if it opens the door?
Both of these things can happen at the same time. You can walk into the burning pitch. You have resistance to fire damage, right? Because of your
I'm pretty
gold
sure. Where would I see that?
that would be on just like your
Resistances.
race, maybe?
It says
Yeah.
no. I says I have no resistances. I don't know if that's something I missed or if that's true. When I clicked on my defenses.
you're resistant. I thought you're resistant to fire
I
damage
am.
because of your.
Dragonborn.
You are.
I am, but I'm not going
That's right.
anywhere until I get healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says yeah, I am resistant. It says so. Why did
Okay.
that not? You have resistance to damage type associated with the draconic ancestry. So yeah, I don't know why it's not on my character sheet, but yes. Oh, I
Cool.
do see it now. Oh, I was looking at Sibo's. Shit, that makes sense.
Steve,
Very squish.
Steve
Very much not
is
resistant.
not fire resistant. Yeah, you're actually it's warm in there for you, but you're not taking
Yeah.
any damage from the conflagration. And
Okay.
at the same time, Emily, how does Mage Hand work?
A floating hand appears at any point you choose within range. Lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. Vanishes if it's more than 30 feet away from me. I can use an action to control a hand. Can manipulate an object. Unlock. Can open an unlocked door or container. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. Can't attack
Okay.
or carry more than 10 pounds.
So you try to push open the door.
Mhm.
It does not seem
Locked.
to respond.
Dang,
And at the same time, Al, you, I would imagine, are also trying to. You're banging on the door.
So I'm banging on the door and I'm like, we're here to help you.
Give me
what
a
else?
persuasion check.
Yeah, what am I trying to say here?
Oh no! Get the fuck out the burning building,
Let it in
people.
or you're gonna die.
Yeah, we've chased off the kobolds. We're
Wait,
here to help you.
What's the name of the monk that we're helping?
Oh yeah,
Anybody remember?
I don't remember what he said.
Oh, motherfucker. Pal, where are you? You remember
We've been
everything.
sent by a monk of the Silver Hand to help you.
Pell like puts his hand on Bashir and says, "Okay, I think we know who should do the talking here," and says,
I'm
"Friends,
pretty
we're
sure
here.
I've got a
We're here.
roll perception on the or persuasion on this.
Okay, well you can
Alec,
do your
roll the
best.
die.
Here we
Stop
go."
doing that when you're
Oh,
in it.
Lord.
And also, Pal, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh yeah, that's because
I'm literally
we're in
standing in
fire.
fire.
literally you're in fire. I forgot that you said it was in fire.
Oh, fuck, Pal.
Fuck. Shit.
Fuck.
Fuck. Should have not have put this my own armor back on.
I rolled a 16, by the way, after my +5 to perception.
I got
Or
a 10.
persuasion.
Okay. It's really hot, but you it's noticeably hot. You don't take any damage.
Okie dokie.
I rolled 11. I have +5 to persuasion. I have a 16.
You hear from the other side of the door.
Is what you say true? Are you really here to help us?
We've been sent by one of your Monk of the Silver Hand friends to save, mostly just to save his monk buddy, but we'll help you guys too.
Yes, I'm here. You can tell from my garb that I am one of you, and I sort of move to the front.
Not too close to the fire.
Not too close. I'm not getting in the fire, but
I don't know any monks of the Silver Hand, but there are a lot of townsfolk in here that desperately need saving.
If you run south, we've cleared the way.
Open the door.
You're just gonna ask for money.
Is it-
Aquamenos,
is
don't
it-
do
yeah.
it. Don't do it.
You hear silence for a second or two, and then you hear the door latch click as it peeks open, and you see an injured person wearing white robes.
I kind of show them
peek
my
out.
amulet of Bahamut. To like try to be like, okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Shantaea be praised, and they swing the door open a little bit, and you can see and hear, the temple proper, and a bunch of injured people. Folks, please make your way orderly down to the back entrance here. These fine people are here to save us. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, we were going to
I'm also
die.
like trying to kick the pitch away to like clear some fire away if I can.
Well, yeah,
So,
it's not that hard to clear a path out.
okay.
And you stop Hell from taking damage this turn, so that's good.
Hey, there we go.
so we all move in, I assume. I move in.
Cool, you move in.
Why are we moving in? We're trying to get this fucker out.
Well, we need to find him.
You need to find him. Yeah, we need to find him.
I say to one of the civilians, you don't know any Silverhand monk here. You don't have a monk amongst you. Does anybody
Wait.
a monk here? We're looking for a monk.
Should we say his name? Leonis? Does anybody know what Leonis?
Does anybody know Leonis?
One person steps forward. I think I know who you're talking about. There was a gentleman, a monk not from this town, who ushered us all into here through the town. He saved us all, told us to find refuge here, but he was taken before he could get into the keep. I do not know his whereabouts at this time. I'm so sorry.
He was taken by the cultists.
I believe so. Yes, it would make sense that it was the cultists that took him because they
Are
were
you
the
sure
ones
it couldn't
that
have
were
been
chasing
somebody
us.
else, right?
I'm fairly certain it was the cultists
okay.
that did it. Yes. Thank you so much for saving us. And they start running out.
Run to the
And-
ocean.
No, we need to go
No.
before this crowd.
Dun dun dun.
Cool.
Can I search?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
can we loot the dead bodies?
I
Yep.
don't care.
wanna make
I don't
a
care about looting the dead bodies. I want to search this, the area
Oh.
around.
I want to fill up some
Okay.
dead bodies.
Some cadavers.
So both of you give me investigation checks, search checks, and we'll see what it is that you both find.
12.
Investigation 6.
Oof.
Yep. You don't, Pierce. You don't really see anything of value in here. Yeah. You see a bunch of like wheat and dried flowers and pewter plates that are dull and look aged. Emily,
not
what did you roll?
currency.
A 12.
You find
Just creeping on
which
dead bodies.
which dead bodies are you creeping on?
How many can I get to? Like at least the cultist one.
So the
I'm not-
cultist is the first one that
Yeah.
you search, and in his pouch, you find a figurine of a dragon, some rations, some twine, needle and thread, and 12 pieces of silver.
I'm just gonna fucking pocket that.
Wow.
I take.
Not better of you.
Does anybody see me doing this?
Give me a sleight of
You're
hand
in
check.
fog, aren't you?
Yeah, no one really sees it.
Whoa.
You're in fog.
Nat 20 too. Just saying.
Yeah, they definitely don't see it.
How much silver did I get?
That's some fucking Akameda
12 silver.
shit right there.
Mhm.
Just
Now
turning
Twitter had
evil.
used all of her inspiration.
By the way, can I look around this corner and see what I can see on this side of the building?
Oh, you sure can. Which side of the building?
The one I'm like, yeah, this
Oh, no.
area. That's all.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta go.
Oh no!
Why?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
no. Never mind.
We can't see
here's
any of
something
that
louder.
though.
We can't see that.
Can't
They're
see anything
on the
where
other side
they
of the
are.
farm.
Yeah, we can't see that.
We could hear it though. Maybe. We can roll it.
I don't know.
Get
Can
some.
we?
You want to give me a perception check?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I can definitely.
That's a 19 for me.
Yeah, same here.
A 9.
11.
Yeah. So you hear from the other side of the fog, the rabble rousing getting much closer of sticks and whatnot, and then from the other side of the keep, you hear, or the monastery, you hear a huge thunderous boom as the front door is kicked in, and in pours a group of kobolds, cultists, and a black armor festooned humanoid who cries out, "Ah ha ha! You foolish mortals think that you can run from the claws of Tiamat. You will meet your doom!" And looks around and kind of sees that this place is empty and is like, "Where have they gone? You told me that they were in here!"
Well, we gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah, I say we
It's
go.
I think it's time to
Gotta
leave,
show.
boys.
We
Go
just
around
gotta
the other
go.
way.
Everybody run.
Yeah, do we start running to the right? I guess.
Or like
Does anyone
back
have
to
anything
the
that can
sewer.
like cast some sort of hole into this wall?
What?
This wall right here that's bordering.
That's
Like, what's made
that's just a low stone fence. It's like a
Ah,
2 foot
we can
tall
vault it.
stone fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Vault it.
easily
I don't know.
vaultable.
Sibo's the one with the spell slots, so
I
Right.
like run towards this and.
Well, can I use the
suggest
hand to
we
close
vault.
the door and we all need to get the fuck out?
yep.
Sure
yep.
can.
No, I can.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
I can close the door with.
Door closed. Door's closing.
All
Let's
right.
run.
All right,
Yeah,
adios.
let's get the fuck out of here.
Ah.
Bye.
So you just vault the fence and make your way back down to the ocean.
yeah.
Because that fog. Mm-hmm.
Yep, because that fog.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Ah, that's the one. Ooh, I just heard an explosion in my real life area.
What? Do you need to take a break,
It was-
bud?
I mean, it's past our
It was
pee break.
probably. It was probably a
bad
firework, but yeah, let's go ahead and take 5.
Yeah, bud.
Cool. You know, there is a 10 o'clock curfew and it's getting close, and there are protests going on. So let's reconvene at 9:50. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ooh.
I don't know if I can stay on super late tonight. I don't know if this is a good time to stop. I guess we'll find out when he comes back.
I concur.
These protests are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Where are you at? You guys at right now, Alec?
Like, where do we live?
Yeah.
We live in Saline, south of Ann Arbor. We're like, very, like, as far as suburbs go, we're as rural as suburbs get before it becomes rural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not,
Literally,
like,
any other direction you go besides towards Detroit is farms.
So it's not like a crazy area or anything there right now?
No, like, life has not been affected at all where we live. People are walking around, walking their dogs. There's no curfews. There's no riots. There's no protesting.
Celine.
Saline, yeah. There's protesting in Ann Arbor, 15 minutes north of us, but they're not violent or riots or anything yet, at least.
Which it would surprise me if Ann Arbor started riots.
Yeah, it would be pretty weird for Ann Arbor. It's pretty wealthy stuff, which tends to avoid that stuff. I don't know. The fucking bummer.
It was fireworks, but coincidentally at the same time, a bunch of fire trucks and police were on their way to something, so it seemed like more was going on.
Huh.
Prof, is this about to be a halfway decent time to potentially call it tonight? I can't be on super late.
This is so. I did the one. I'm so sorry. If you can give me like 15 to 20 more minutes, we could probably wrap up the session.
That works for me.
Cool. Appreciate it, because we're at the home stretch for this module.
Module? I feel like I'm in school.
You have homework, so.
That's true. Yeah, being on social media right now is exhausting, and at the same time, I feel guilty for saying that it's exhausting.
Social media
It's more-
is mostly exhausting and unhealthy and pointless.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
avoid
of-
it
a lot of
primarily.
finger pointing going on. Just think about people
Yep.
being silent at the moment.
It's a bunch of people yelling about, one side's yelling about Antifa, the other side's yelling about white supremacy. It's fucking just trash. It's pure trash.
And then even on a more basic level, people telling other people what they should or should not be posting right now, reading the room, all of that nonsense.
Yep. I'm really glad that I'm mostly not on it. For my own mental health. Fucking A. Fuck that shit.
100%.
I've been on Reddit a little bit, just checking r all, but not reading comments because Reddit comments are garbage. But I just want to see like what things are getting to the top. I'm curious.
Honestly, that's how I get most of my news stories, is just scrolling Reddit. But I'm the same way. I don't really read what people write because
Yep. 'Cause it's
it's usually pretty dumb.
It's trash. It's even if it's like things that you agree with, it's trash. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking people reverberating opinions off a wall in a way that is unhealthy.
Or it's just like some dumb joke.
Yeah,
Like, it's not insightful, it's not helpful or anything. It's
Yeah.
just some dumb joke that somebody made.
exactly. The problem is the echo chamber is also part of what gets to the top. So it's like, it's a pretty narrow. I feel like people think that the things that get to top of Reddit are diverse, and they're just not. It's a very narrow viewpoint of like, that culture. Reddit has a very specific culture.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hey, Clem.
I wonder what the personification of a Reddit person is in real life. Like, if Reddit was a person.
It's got that.
It's a good
It's
question.
so varied.
It's a white male who thinks they're highly enlightened, with a absolute jumble of opinions that probably don't make a lot of sense. that
You guys
kind
should,
of when you dig into them, they don't make a lot of sense.
You guys should meet my cousin-in-law Ian because that just defined him right there.
Oh, really?
He fucking loves Reddit.
Oh, gross.
Reddit
Reddit's
used to be
Reddit's
awesome.
fun. Yeah, and it's fun for like hobbies, like very niche things, you know, there's some cool niche communities, you know.
Sure.
But like yeah, you just can't, it's not like a broadly encompassing or accepting place. It thinks it is. You know what I mean? It's like that's the personification would be somebody who thinks they're open-minded but fucking isn't, you know? Like
It's like the hipster version of 4chan.
internet hipsters, yeah. I don't know.
Speaking of which, where's Pierce?
Where's my wife? She came down here and said hi, and then never showed back up upstairs.
Probably making you a sandwich.
Fucking
That's
better
it.
be. That's how we do shit in Selene, alright?
Fuck yeah.
We don't protest. We have wives make sandwiches. God, there's so many, like, my neighbor has a Trump 2020 sign in their lawn, and I'm just like, this is the same neighbor that's, like, literally run into the street drunk and dropped their wine glass in the street. And then,
Yeah, I remember seeing that
Like-
sign when I came over to help landscape.
yeah, it's just
Man.
like, they're just really stupid people.
Sound like a good time though.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, they're always hammered. They're always hammered.
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah, really. The son or boyfriend or something drives a souped up Subaru. It's kind of
Nice.
fun. Yeah.
Cool, bro.
It's like, all right, you know, has some passion about his cars. I can respect that.
Subaru
Car
is-
guys are a dying
Subaru's right.
breed for sure.
I don't know shit about cars.
I fucking love cars.
Yeah.
I like sports sedans mostly, but I fucking love cars.
Cars are like mostly computer nowadays anyway.
Well, in the beginning of a relationship,
Yep.
to be like, where is this going?
You know, Isaac,
Plans, like, are you
Emily,
serious?
Emily.
Yes, Brennan.
no, it's okay. We can actually call it right here.
Yeah, it's a good way to end it.
No, I think they're.
Yeah, I think this you guys did a really good job with the
always
stuff
says
for
that.
tonight, and it is, you know, it's just about 10 o'clock. Isaac's tired. We'll pick it back up.
Isaac's sleepy.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Isaac's bedtime.
Poor baby boy.
Yeah, we should
Gotta
mind.
go to bed.
just
Gotta
got
go sleep.
Roasted. That's a backhand
Isaac, you
roast
gotta go
right
sleep,
there.
Go have some milk.
I did not mean to put you on the spot there, Isaac. I'm just stating facts.
Believe you.
And it's okay. It's okay to be tired. Sometimes I'm here and I'm just like, listen, you fuckers, I can't anymore. We have to stop.
Yeah, we know. That was
Um,
lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. And almost the beginning of this one. So great job again on everything, and let's shoot for next week 7:30. Okay.
Wait, what happened with Columbus? In the background there.
Oh, it was a combination of fireworks going off really close to my house, and also a bunch of fire trucks and police going somewhere else
Okay.
at the same time.
Glad to hear it.
It's
like-
a really great coincidence.
So, yeah, really good coincidence. We'll see how it goes. That's all I got.
All right.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right,
This
Brennan.
was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
That was fun,
Peace,
guys.
guys.
Adios.
Bye.